Please note the programs for today's contest are available on basketball team pages at griffinathletics.com. You can access them over the CHC Athletics Wi-Fi connection using the password Griffins #1. That's Griffins with a capital G, the number sign, and then the numeral 1. Also, a friendly reminder that food and beverages are not permitted in Torgeni Arena. This is a college regulation, and we thank you for your cooperation. Now for the starting lineups for today's first game. First quarter is Dominican. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the play of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask your attention for a message from Chestnut College, the Central Atlantic League Conference, and the NCAA.
Morning. It's still morning for about 2 more minutes, and welcome inside to Agenti Arena. I'm Ricky Sobrano here with you for game 1 of a doubleheader here this early afternoon as the Griffins play host to the visiting Dominican College Chargers. Here in a game that was scheduled for a 1 and 3 o'clock start. Now it's 12 and 2, moved it up about an hour. I believe it's probably just so people can watch the Eagles game in either event. Moved it up an hour, so we'll have the women going on in game 1. Chestnut Hill, the Griffins, coming in at 2 and 2 in conference play now, 3 and 10 overall, losers of 5 in a row. And Dominican College, the Chargers, 4 and 9, 2 and 2 out of the CACC North, and they're losers of 5 in a row as well. So, got 2 teams here who are kind of scuffling right now and trying to find it. So they'll both be in search of a rhythm here this afternoon. Let's take a look at the starters for both teams, starting with Chestnut Hill. Cassie Siebold leads the conference in assists per game at 4.2 points per game, or 4.2 assists per game. Gets the call in the backcourt. Also looks like we have a technical free throw coming up here. It's Merritt at the line for one more. Not quite sure what happened there to cause it, but Merritt splits that pair, so Dominican will be on top. 1-0 before the game even begins. I think there might be a new emphasis on the rules here. That's got to be at least the third game out of the last 4 that I've seen that has started with a technical free throw. So we'll get an explanation on that a little bit later. Merritt splits that pair. It's 1-0 Dominican. The round out the starters for Chestnut Hill. Lauren Krim, one of the 2 captains on the team, gets the call in the backcourt. She's been slumping lately alongside Seabold. She's joined by Abby Spratt, one of the other sophomore captains out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania. In the front court, it's Leah Miller, averaging a little over 9 boards per game. Tip is 1 back, and it goes to Dominican in the black, and Rachel Milan rounds out the starting 5. For Chestnut Hill, and the shot clock did not start on time. That's the whistle there. So it's 1-0 because of the technical free throws by Merritt before the game even begins. Dominican in the black. With the opening possession, the Griffins in the gold with red trim. It's Guerra with Merritt, Suarez, and Tomlinson and Latimer in the front court, and a travel on the way down the lane by Kayla Latimer. So this Dominican team, led by Bill Diener in his 10th season, they were picked to repeat in the CACC North. They got off to a pretty good start, and then they have fallen apart as Seabold loses the handle out of bounds, has her hands out. She thought it was tipped by Suarez, but it's not going her way. They got off to a pretty good start, but Jasmine G, who was their top player, she's been out for the last 7, and they're just 1-6 without her. Down low, Tomlinson came up short from the block. Rebound to Krim. And the Griffins. There's Abby Spratt working on Suarez, man-to-man D. From Dominican, Miller underneath. Can't finish with the right hand underneath. And Tomlinson the board for the Chargers. 1-0 thanks to the technical free throw by Merritt before the game even began. Here is Merritt. Merritt playing a little bit more of late. Tomlinson, reverse layup, no good with the right. Offensive board, Suarez. Here's Tomlinson, no good. But she'll be headed to the line. 4-2. So Tomlinson 2 attempts that trip, and on the second one, she'll get herself to the free throw line. Taylor Tomlinson, 5'9" sophomore forward out of Middletown, New York. Averaging about 9.5 per game. Only 45% from the free throw line, though. Hits the first this time. One more to come. Second no good. Rebound to Miller. And the Griffins. Here's Spratt looking to run left to right. Skip past Krim. Near side, she holds with the left hand. She'll bring it back out. Rachel Milan on the elbow for Seabold. Far corner, 15 to shoot. Entry pass for Miller is tipped back out, but Miller is able to save it. 10 on the clock. Here's Seabold at the logo, working on Merritt. Around a high screen, pick and pop Milan. Right down the lane, leads for Miller, tipped out of bounds underneath. And the Griffins will have 10, or 2 rather, to work. Spratt to inbound, left of the hoop. Looking, got to get it in. Seabold did not get it up in time. So shot clock violation, and it goes to Dominican. 2-0 Dominican on the strength of 2 free throws in the early going. There's Corina Guerra. One of the top returning players on this Dominican team, but has had a rough go of it. Suarez from the top of the key, no good. Tomlinson saves it, but Krim takes it away. Here's Seabold the other way. Lobs it for Spratt. And Spratt will slow it down. So Dominican lost 5 in a row like Chestnut Hill. The last was at Assumption on Thursday. 8 to work. Miller left of the lane, saves it, but stepped out of bounds after the initial miss. And Dominican played a tough non-conference schedule, so they were under 500 in that. Then they got going in CACC play and ran over their first two opponents. Suarez no good. Tomlinson the offensive board. Guerra shot fake right down the lane and got to go off glass with the right. So that's the first field goal of the game that belongs to Dominican. It's 4-0 Chargers. Not quite 3 minutes in. It's a long to Krim, in and out. Rebound to Guerra. Here's Guerra the other way. Dominican, their first two CACC games, they crushed Felician and Caldwell by well over 20 points in each. Soft touch, Suarez puts it down. And a timeout taken by Jim Connolly. They'll say that was a three. Foot was not on the line. It's 7-0 Dominican to open up the game, and Jim Connolly wants time. His team down big early. Yet the score, 6:37 to play in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Dominican. Both teams looking to snap identical 5-game losing streaks. Mentioned this Dominican team just 1-6 without Jasmine G. It's all CACC first team last season. They're also 0-5 without Kyla Ramsauer. He's one of their senior captains and a regular on this squad. Last time they won, Ramsauer was in the lineup. That was a 30-point win over Felician a little over a month back. Out of the timeout, it's Spratt trotting up court, backdoor cut. Siebold lays it home on the bounce pass feed from Spratt, looking to run off the made bucket, but Suarez was cut off. Suarez has it back, far side, three, got it. It's Alexis Suarez back-to-back threes, 10-2. Dominican on top. Not quite 4 minutes into the game. Here's Krim. On the elbow, Milan. Zigzagging. Double down low. Kicks for Miller and got it to go from the baseline in 12. Give Milan the assist. Back to a 6-point game. 5:46 to play in the opening quarter. Latimer, top of the arc. Jacks a three. Too strong. High rebound to Miller. And the Griffins, and it's Spratt the other way. Spratt at the elbow. Dribble back out and leave for Krim. Krim has 18 to work. Now it's Siebold, the left wing. With the left hand. Drives baseline. Back out the other side. Her pass tipped and stolen. Here's Guerra the other way. Numbers if she hurries. Up ahead and laying it home is Latimer underneath. Looks like both teams will go to the bench at the next whistle. It's 12-8. Dominican on top. Now past the midway points of the opening quarter. Here's Krim right down the lane. A floater with the right and got it to go. Lauren Krim gets herself on the board. Krim was actually shut out in her last game. Underneath, Guerra rejected by Miller and will stay with the Chargers. Lindsay Lane into the game. Rachel Milan will take a seat. Lindsay Lane, this is the first time she's off the bench in her career. She had started every other game before that. Sibi Bonsu in. Has it now at the free throw line with the left hand cut off, nearly travel, but is able to kick back out. Jade Harrell in as well. Harrell has it now, double down low, kicks back out. Here's Latimer underneath the Sibi Bonsu, and she traveled. Siebold was able to get in her face without fouling, and a Sibi Bonsu turns it over, 12-6. It's Dominican on top, 4:30 to play in the opening quarter. Into the corner, it's Spratt holding. Merritt on her. Krim a three, left wing, too short. Here's Merritt leaving her way up court. Merritt, the head of steam. Forced back out, stop and go, underneath, kicks back out. Asibi Bonsu open for a moment, but didn't take the three. Merritt back with it on the wing, hops right around the screen, behind the back. Top of the key jumper way off to the left. Long rebound. Here's Seabold the other way with that of steam. Seabold, the left lane drive, and she was fouled left of the hoop. And will go to the line for two.
First team foul of the quarter.
Spratt and Miller sit. It's Bree Hewlett and Amber Washington into the game now. Seabold's first good, one more to come. Griffins lost to number 9 at Delphi on Wednesday. And against U Science is the game before that. So the last two losses against very, very strong teams. Seabold good on a pair. It's a 4-point game, 12-8. Now under 4 to play. In the opening quarter, Dominican on top. Merritt around the double screen. Pick and pop. Fumbling it was Latimer. Was open for a moment, but she's able to recover with Hewlett on her. Latimer, step back three, straight on, rattles it home. Latimer gets herself going. It's a 15-8 game. Dominican has led throughout. Latimer now with 5, her first triple of the game. Seabold faked the pass, took it all the way, and missed high off glass with the left. Here's Asibi Bonsu the other way. Into the corner, Merritt, catch and shoot, got it. Merritt on the assist from Asibi Bonsu. It's a 10-point game, largest lead of the game for Dominican. Under 3 to play in the opening quarter. Hewlett on the wing with the left hand. Shot, fake, and got it to go from the free throw line on the off the dribble J. First points of the game for Hewlett. 8-point game. Merritt around the double screen. Pick and roll inside, cut off, and losing the handle was Harrell. Here's Washington looking to run the other way. Zigzags across the lane, came up way short on the layup. Got it back, though, from Asibi Bonsu. Lane, top of the arc with the right hand, leads for Hewlett. Hewlett with the left hand, runs across the lane, right to left, and Seabold will reset. At the logo with the right hand. Underneath it's Lane, came up short. The ball rolls out of bounds. Off of the Griffins' last. So it'll go to Dominican, 1:57 to play in the opening quarter. To 10. There is Suarez, who has 6 on the strength of 2 threes. Asibi Bonsu, free throw line extended. And a whistle off the ball. Fouls on Washington. So we'll stay with Dominican. Here's Merritt. Top of the key. We'll dish for Suarez. Samantha McClutchy in the game now as well. She sets a screen to Suarez's right, looking for the pick and roll. It wasn't there, though. The ball caroms out of bounds far side. And it was off of Suarez and Dominican last. 18-10. Dominican on top. 1:25 to play in the opening quarter. Here's Lane holding over her head, top of the arc for Washington. Jab step, crosses over Merritt, down the lane, shot muffed, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be off of Merritt and Dominican last. Krim will sit. Morgan Orlowski into the game. Washington inbound, 13 to shoot for the Griffins. Lob the inbound for Orlowski. With the left hand, Orlowski, 8 to shoot. Merritt on her. Lane calling for it down low. Doesn't get it. It's Washington, 5 to shoot. Right lane drive. And she'll be headed to the line. Fouled on the layup attempt. Fouls on Harrell, her first, 1:05 to play. In the opening half, it's a 8-point game. Washington good on the first. Suarez leads all scorers with 6. Seabold has 4 for the Griffins. Second rattles home. It's a 6-point game. Dominican is led by as many as 10. Strip from behind was Harrell the other way. Orlowski came up short on the layup, laned the offensive board, and she was fouled. And we'll head back to the line. Fouls on Harrell, her second, as she got back after turning the ball over. Lane, 2 for 4 from the line this year. Not a lot of attempts. Rims out the first. Guerra will check back into the game. Karina Guerra, whose brother plays for Jefferson. Lane splits that pair, and here comes Guerra. Harrell will sit. Tomlinson back in as well as Suarez gets a rest. Karina Guerra, her brother, like her, is a point guard. Brother Kylan. He's on a very strong Jefferson team this year. Sibi Bonsu on the perimeter. Into the lane. Pass behind McClutchy, who was cutting from the baseline. It'll go to the Griffins. McClutchy patted her chest, saying, "My bad, that's on me." About a 7-second difference between shot and game clock. Griffins down by 5. Hewlett, top of the arc. Bounces it for Washington. Lane on the elbow, a jumper off to the right. Rebound Washington. Shot clock turned off. A 3 on the way, though. Too strong. Rebound Lane and a travel on Lane. Seabold jacked the 3, even though the shot clock was turned off. Not sure if she realized it. And then Lane traveled on the offensive board. So a 13.3 on the clock in the opening quarter. Now Dominican can hold for the final shot. They're up by 5. Here's Guerra. Around a high screen, 6 on the clock, 5 on the clock. Guerra into the corner. 0.5 on the clock, and it came up short, the layup at the buzzer by Olivia Levy, who had just checked in, and that's how the opening quarter will end. It's 18-13. Dominican on top. We'll be back in a moment at the start of the second.
Celebrate your special event at Chestnut Hill College. From the breathtaking rotunda in St. Joseph Hall to the elegant and serene estate on Sugarloaf Hill, our historic buildings and beautiful grounds offer unique venues for social and corporate events, wedding receptions, birthday parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, galas and fundraisers, corporate meetings, executive retreats. Every event at Chestnut Hill College is as distinctive as you are. Our event staff and catering team will exceed your expectations and guide you in creating a truly unforgettable event. We invite you to contact us by phone at 215-248-7146 or email us at events@chc.edu. You can also visit us online at events@chestnuthillcollege.com. Again, please call 215-248-7146. Send an email to events@chc.edu or visit us online at events@chestnuthillcollege.com.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you for the start of the second quarter. It's 18-13, Dominican going zone. And with the lead on the opening possession of the second. Here's a lane between the rings, 12 to shoot. Now Washington, 8 to shoot. Orlowski at the free throw line. Lane, skip pass was not tipped as it sailed out of bounds. And it will go to Dominican. So they go zone, and it bothers the Griffins. And They turn it over on the opening possession of the second. Mass subs here. Miller, Spratt, Krim. And Milan all back into the game. Here's McClutchy, left block. Can't finish left of the hoop, tipped underneath. Miller secures the board for the Griffins. Here's Spratt the other way. Their team down by 5, spinning her way in up top. Picks up her dribble. She was well defended by Levy. Spratt has it back and she'll reset. 15 on the clock. Krim left wing, screen to her left, doesn't use it. Hops to her left instead. Milan will swing it back around the perimeter. Spratt driving right baseline, cut off. 5 on the clock with the left hand. Spratt still with it, trying to turn the corner, rejected inside. And it goes out of bounds. The Griffins will have 1 second to get up a shot. And it will not be able to do so as the inbound was tipped and nearly stolen by Tomlinson anyway. So we'll go to Dominican. They're up by 5. Dominican shooting 6 of 14, 4 of 5 from deep. Griffin just 4 of 16, 0 for 3 from downtown, but they have made 5 free throws. Shot clock didn't start. Hence the whistle here. There to inbound. Near side left. Here's Tomlinson, top of the key. Couple jab steps, leads for Guerra. Hesitates, wraparound pass, catch and shoot Levy. No good from the near side. Rebound is tipped, and here's Seabold the other way, left to right. Seabold up ahead for Milan, underneath, and she traveled. Couldn't stop herself in time as the pass was leading her out of bounds underneath. And ended up traveling. So back-to-back turnovers. Actually, 3 consecutive turnovers to begin the second for the Griffins. There's Guerra, top of the key. Seabold on her, and she'll back out. 16 to shoot. Guerra crosses over, left lane drive, kicks for Merritt. 12 on the clock. Merritt around the screen, top of the arc. 7 on the clock. Merritt still with it. Zigzagging, hesitates, left lane drive, high off glass, no good. Tomlinson snares the offensive board, nearly threw it away. Guerra saves it at the logo. Levy will reset. Hops left around a high screen from McClutchy. McClutchy calling for it. And was fouled. It'll be on Spratt. It was guarding the bigger McClutchy on the block. Not a shooting foul, though. Tomlinson right block, attack, soft glass, no good. Rebound to Miller, nearly tipped and stolen by Levy, but Miller got it right back. It's Seabold with 18 to shoot. Her pass tipped up in the air and stolen by Levy. Tomlinson the other way. Leave for the trailer Levy, and she'll slow things down. Both teams yet to score in the second quarter. Levy jacks a 3, 2 short, long rebound. Spratt grabs it. Here's Spratt looking to run. Spratt for Milan, right baseline, underneath, and stepped out of bounds. Washington back in. Seabold will sit. Suarez, Asibi Bonsu. And Latimer all in for Dominican. Here's Guerra into the corner for Suarez. He made those 2 threes early in the opening quarter. 14 to shoot it. Suarez still with it. Jacks a 3. Got it. Suarez. 3 threes. She's feeling it today. Now 1 off a career high. Had 10 versus Malloy earlier this year. It's also the first points of the second quarter. Here's Spratt Entry bounce pass for Miller is tipped and stolen. Here's Suarez on the wing the other way. Cut off in transition. Tried to hit Tomlinson with a pass, and it's stolen by Spratt. Spratt waits for the trailer. Miller in transition to 2, and it rattles home. Milan answers. It's 21-15. Griffins trail. 5:52 to play in the second quarter. Guerra with Washington on her with the left hand. Wrap around pass. Tomlinson keyhole jumper. Too strong. Rebound Milan. Milan the other way with the right hand. Is for Washington. Steps into a 3 straight on. Count it. Amber Washington makes it a 1-possession game for the first time in a while. It's 21-18. Griffins trail, 5:24 to play in the second quarter. Here's Latimer down the lane. Euro step, and she traveled. Griffins men's team is here, and they got a big reaction out of them. And a timeout taken. On the court, 30-second timeout taken by Bill Diener, his team, up 21-18, 5:18 to play in the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the game, Chestnut Hill College invites you to the official restaurant of Griffin Nation. Just take a short trip down Germantown Pike for plenty of good food, drink, and fun at Brinningham's Pub in Lafayette Hill.
Griffins ball out of the timeout. They have it down to a 1-possession game after that last Amber Washington 3. Looks like Dominican going zone out of the timeout. Last time they did it, it worked very effectively as the Griffins ended up turning the ball over. 14 to shoot. Spratt into the corner for Washington, a floater, and she traveled before she attempted the shot. So twice, Dominican has gone zone, and twice it's worked. See if that's something that they stick with or not. Guerra between the rings, around a high screen, and a foul. Down low. It'll be on Washington. She was trying to get herself around the screen. Guerra to inbound, the left of the hoop. Gets it right back on the handoff, make it Suarez, not Guerra. Suarez has it on the wing. Fakes the handoff and threw it away. Saving it, though, on a hustle is Harrell. 8 to shoot. Harrell with it. 6 on the clock. Suarez, right baseline. A scoop shot, no good. Rebound the Crim. Spratt looking to push. Middle of the floor. Washington shot fake, and she traveled. Faked the 3 and ended up traveling as she tried to drive inside. Washington takes a seat. Suarez trots it up court right to left. 4:15 to play. In the second quarter, 21-18 game. Griffins trail. They've trailed throughout. Could have it to a 1-possession game for the first time since early on. Free throw pull-up. Latimer heavily contested off to the left. Offensive board. Harrell goes back up. A lot of contact with no call, and Spratt the board. Spratt looking to push. The trailer C-ball. Thought about the 3, but Guerra closed out. Miller on the block. Kicks out Crim. Count it. Lauren Crim ties it up at 21. And for the first time since before the game even began, we're knotted up as the Griffins trailed 1-0 on a technical free throw before the game officially started. Here's Harrell into the lane, kicks back out Suarez. Suarez fakes the handoff. Now she kicks back out to Sibi Bonsu. Jacks a 3. Too short on the rainbow from the wing. Long rebound. Seaball nearly stripped it midcourt. Ball is loose. And it's a jump ball as Harrell got in there. And on the alternating possession, it goes to Dominican. Knotted up at 21, 3:12 to play. In the opening half, both teams trying to snap identical 5-game losing streaks. Merritt back in. She has 4. .310 to play in the second quarter. Merritt on the wing, working on Krim. Jab step with the left hand. Here's Suarez hops right around the screen on the perimeter. 14 to shoot. Faking a handoff, Tomlinson, right lane drive, and she banks it home. Off glass. So Tomlinson puts the Chargers back on top. It's 23-21. 2:40 to play in the second quarter. Miller, right block, up and under, well defended though, managed not to travel, kicks back out Hewlett. The 3 might have been partially blocked. It was off to the left, pass up ahead, and not expecting it was Latimer from Tomlinson. And it will go to the Griffins. .226 to play in the second quarter. Griffins down by 2. Here's Seabold. It's a cutting Miller, but it was tipped and stolen instead by Tomlinson. Merritt the other way, near side of the floor. The trailer, Latimer. And she'll slow it down and reset with Suarez. Latimer, top of the arc. From 16, free throw extended, no good on the jumper. Seabold the other way. Seabold with a head of steam, kicks into the short left corner lane. Milan on the perimeter, and she was fouled on her way in. That'll be on Latimer. Seabold to inbound, does so to Krim. Catch and shoot 3, too short. She made one moments ago, but a little bit off that time. Rebound to Latimer. Latimer, bolt pass for Tomlinson, too tall. And it will go to the Griffins. 1:38 to play in the second quarter. A lot of turnovers in this one. Chestnut Hill 13, Dominican 11. Dominican going to midcourt trap here. Griffins break it though. Still trying to trap at the logo. Lane passes out of it. Lane has it back on the wing. Now top of the arc, Seabold, a floater in the lane. No good. Rebound to Tomlinson. 2-point games. They come up on a minute to play in the second quarter. Wide open down low, Latimer. And she lays it home on the feed from Merritt. Seabold lost it out of bounds. Kind of an unforced error there by the Griffins as they turn it over. 25-21, 1:07 to play in the second quarter. Dominican on top. Guerra, top of the arc. In the corner, Latimer, catch and shoot. No good, tipped out of bounds underneath. And it is off of Tomlinson last. 52.9 on the clock in the second quarter. Seabold will walk it up. 25-21. Griffins trail. Jim Connolly shouting out the play call from the sideline. 14 to work. Krim holding between the rings. Seabold, 8 to shoot. Krim on the wing. Dominican in his own set here. Lane, 3 to shoot. Miller underneath, and she was fouled. Helter-skelter possession there. Miller, pass was tipped underneath, ended up grabbing it, and got fouled on the shot that hit the bottom of the backboard. Good on the first free throw. Leah Miller, 3 and 5 so far in the game. Rattles out the second, rebound. to Latimer and Dominican. Lane fell down. I don't know if she got tied up with anybody or not. Shot clock turned off. Tomlinson, left block, hangs and hits. Griffins have 10 to get up a shot. Shot clock turned off, down by 5. Here's Milan. Leads for Seabold. Seabold drives baseline. Miller. Reverse layup, no good. Tipped underneath, and that's how the opening half will end. 27-22, Griffins trail. They've trailed throughout. Trailed by as many as 10, but did rally to come back and tie at 21. But since then, a late 6-1 spurt by Dominican has them back on top. It's 27-22 at the break, and we'll take a break and back with the start of the third quarter. About 15 minutes.
Here are the first half statistics for the first game of today's doubleheader. First for Dominican, leading all scores with 9 points. Number 24, Alexis Suarez. Number 3, Ashley Merritt has 4 points. Number 11, Rain Guerra has 2. Number 15, Taylor Tomlinson has 5 points and 5 rebounds. Number 32, Kayla Latimer has 7. In the half, Dominican shot 46.2% from the field. 34.5% from the field. They were 5 of 10 from three-point distance and 2 for 3 from the free throw line. For Chestnut Hill, their co-leading scorers with 5 points each are number 23, Lauren Prim, and number 1, Amber Washington. Number 14, Leah Miller has 3 points and 5 rebounds. Number 22, Cassie Siebel has 4 points. Number 24, Rachel Milan has 2. Number 42, Lindsay Lane has 1.
Celebrate your special event at Chestnut Hill College. From the breathtaking rotunda in St. Joseph Hall to the elegant and serene estate on Sugarloaf Hill, our historic buildings and beautiful grounds offer unique venues for social and corporate events, wedding receptions, birthday parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, galas and fundraisers, corporate meetings, executive retreats. Every event at Chestnut Hill College is as distinctive as you are. Our event staff and catering team will exceed your expectations and guide you in creating a truly unforgettable event. We invite you to contact us by phone at 215-248-7146 or email us at events@chc.edu. You can also visit us online at events@chestnuthillcollege.com. Again, please call 215-248-7146, send an email to events@chc.edu, or visit us online at events@chestnuthillcollege.com.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you for the start of the second half between Chestnut Hill and Dominican in game one of our doubleheader. It's Dominican on top at the break, 27-22. They were on top by as many as 10 at one point. For Chestnut Hill actually came back, tied it up at 21, and a little spurt by the Chargers at the end. They ended up putting them back on top by 5 at the break. The Chargers thus far paced by Alexis Suarez, who was a game-high 9 on 3 of 3. From deep, the Griffins being led by Amber Washington and Lauren Krim, 5 apiece in the early going. A lot of turnovers on both sides. Griffins 14 to Dominicans 11. The Chargers 11 of 29 from the field. They're 5 of 10 from deep, which helps a lot. The Griffins 7 of 23, only 2 of 7 from downtown, but they have made more free throws, 6 to just 2 for the Chargers. Rebounds pretty even, 5 offensive boards apiece. It'll be Griffins' ball to begin the third. Griffins in the gold. Dominican in the black. Krim, Spratt, Siebold, Miller, and Milan, the same 5. Dominican, the same 5 as well. Suarez, Merritt, Guerra, Latimer, and Tomlinson. Krim catch and shoot on the wing, got it to go. Lauren Krim, her second 3. I'll give her a team-high 8 points. Krim in her last game was actually shut out, held off the score sheet altogether, so good to see her getting it going. Tomlinson, no good. Offensive board, Latimer. Swing it back around. Guerra, a wing 3. Count it. So Guerra answers immediately. And it's a 5-point game. Milan down the lane, rims out on the layup. Here's Suarez the other way. High handoff, Merritt. Back for Suarez, will reset. 15 to shoot for Suarez, who has 3 threes in the game. Guerra between the rings, working on Siebold with the right hand. Pick and roll. And getting herself to the line is Tomlinson, shot rimmed out. Tomlinson missed all of last season. Had 9 points per game as a freshman. Working herself back into form. Hits the first, one more to come. Second good as well, and it's a 7-point game. Dominican looking to trap here. Second time they've gone to this. It's Spratt, 4 to get it across. 2 to get it across. Got to hurry. Milan could not get it there in time. So we haven't seen that often. It's only the second time Dominican's gone to the trap, and this time it works. It's also gone zone sporadically, and it's been effective. Guerra between the circles. with the right hand, kicks it in the corner. Suarez with the left, right back for Guerra. Guerra with the left into the lane, bounce pass, far side three, Merritt. Rims out. Rebound tipped around, and Spratt has it for the Griffins. Seabold holds. On the wing, Miller calling for it, doesn't get it. A three, Seabold near side, no good. Karam's around, and it's off of Spratt last. Seven-point game, 32-25. Dominican is led by as many as 10, both teams. Trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Pick and roll, Latimer cut off down low, and she kicks back out. There's a three, Suarez open. Not that time. Rebound to Miller. First one that Suarez has missed. Spratt fouled on her way up court by Latimer. Second on Latimer. Tomlinson now 7-5 for Dominican. Shot clock didn't start. Gonna have to take 2 seconds off of that. That's why we have the whistle. Krim now a game high 11. 3 of 5 from deep. Krim had been held in single digits the last 4. She had been mired in a shooting slump. Was only 4 of 32 from the field overall in those 4 games. Here's Spratt. Dominican in his own defense here. Seabold catch and shoot, near corner, error ball. Miller the offensive board and got it to go on the follow. 32-27, 7:10 to play. In the third quarter, Dominican on top. Tomlinson calling for it. She has it. Rims out the shot off glass. Rebound Milan, and she'll slow it down. Seabold will set up shop at the logo. Screen set up to her left. Hops around it. Into the lane. Rejected by Tomlinson. Spratt the offensive board. Fell down. Threw it away. Merritt the other way. 2-on-1. Leads for Latimer on the bounce. She can't finish left of the hoop. Rebound the Krim, and she was fouled. Washington in. Spratt will sit. 32-27. Griffins trail. Here's Krim doubled near side wing, trying to dribble out of it, looking for help, still looking, and timeout taken by Jim Connolly. Right in front of the Griffins bench, and Connolly, you could see that Lauren Krim was in a little bit of trouble, and instead of risking the turnover, better off burning the timeout. So the Griffins will burn one here. They'll have 17 to shoot. 32-27 game, 6:25 to play in the third. Krim leads all scorers with 11, the only player in double figures. You know what? I'm looking at that now. I think that's wrong because they have on the stat sheet 32-30, which is not right. It's 32-27. I think they credited Krim with an extra 3. I believe she's only at 8. It'll get corrected at some point, but I believe that is off. Griffins ball out of the timeout, working right to left. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Washington, near corner. Inside from Miller on the block, a runner in the lane, wild shot. No good off glass, rebound to Tomlinson, and here's Merritt the other way. Merritt hesitates, kicks for Suarez, and Suarez will run it over to the far side. Double screen set up, middle of the floor, doesn't use it. Merritt, far corner 3, in and out. Rebound Milan, and she was fouled. Miller sits, lane into the game. Well, 50 to play. In the third quarter, Griffins trail by 5. Milan on the elbow, on the catch, rejected by Tomlinson. Here's Latimer the other way. Ahead from Merritt. Give it into Tomlinson, left block with the right hand, hangs and gets it to go. Tomlinson soft touch from 6. She has 9. Tied for the team high. Here's Krim driving diagonally. Knocked out of her hands from behind underneath. And it will stay with the Griffins. Harrell into the game. Tomlinson takes a seat. Washington to inbound, right of the hoop. Pops it for Krim, near side. Screen set up to her right, uses it with the right hand. On between the rings, 10 on the clock. Now it's Washington right wing. Edged aggressively on the screen. Hand off Seabold, hesitates up top. Nearly lost the handle, it skitters out of bounds. And it will stay with the Griffins with only 2 to shoot. Washington inbound. Hit from Milan, forces it up. Too strong from 18. Rebound Harrell. 7-point game. Dominican on top, past the midway point of the third. Suarez pick and pop. Harrell sets her feet. No good on the line drive. Make it Latimer. It was Harrell who got the offensive board. Now Harrell has it back. Right block. They come with the double. Kicks from Merritt, a 3. Too short near corner. Offensive board to Sibi Bonsu. Can't finish. Third try, no good. Still loose. And Latimer has it. 15 to shoot. At the free throw line, Harrell. Bullet pass down low. Sibi Bonsu, no good from 12 in the baseline. And a whole bunch of bodies crash to the deck. And a whistle on the rebound. There'll be a foul on Dominican, their 4th. Multiple looks that time for the Chargers and couldn't cash in. Harrell will sit. That's her 4th. Or beg your pardon, her 3rd. Seabold on the wing into the corner. Washington drives baseline. Knocked out of her hands from behind. And it's stolen by Merritt. Merritt with a head of steam with Washington trailing. Leaves for Sibi Bonsu. Left block cut off. Tomlinson the trailer. Can't finish. Got her own miss underneath. Forces it up. Was looking for the foul call. Never got it. Krim the other way. Krim on the wing. Picks up her dribble. And Washington will reset. Between the rings with 20 on the clock. Seabold at the logo. Screen set up. Picks it up on the wing, looking for help. Kicks for Washington. She swoops baseline. Waits for Krim on the block. An open 3 on the way. Hewlett got it. Bree Hewlett had just entered the game, and she cashes in from downtown. 34 to 30. Griffins trail. 3:12 to play in the third quarter. Suarez on the perimeter. Gets it right back. Lob entry, Tomlinson left of the hoop, plays it home. Give the assist to Suarez, who led her right in. Suarez has had a nice game, 9 points on those 3 threes. Washington right lane drive, off glass, no good, rimmed out left. Offensive board, Hewlett. Nice hustle by her, Krim top of the arc. 14 to shoot with the right hand, kicks for Washington. Opposite wing, Seabold. Seabold being hounded by a Sibi Bonsu. Dives baseline, back out the other side, cutting Krim in the lane, and a travel. Shot clock was also about to expire. McClutchy back in, as is Guerra. Latimer sits. So does Suarez. It's Merritt running the point, 36 to 30. 2:20 to play in the third. Griffins going zone this time. Down low, McClutchy on the feed from Merritt. She'll go to the line. Fouls on Lane, her first. No good on the first from McClutchy. McClutchy, kind of an odd, almost one-armed free throw. Yeah, she literally, that is very strange. She's about 73% from the line as she splits the pair, so it works for her. And a travel in the backcourt as going to the trap was Dominican, and again forces a turnover. So that's been very effective when they've gotten to it. I think 3 times they've run it, and twice it's resulted in a turnover. And McClutchy back to that free throw stroke. She takes her left hand off the ball completely as she's shooting it. And pushes it up with the right, but it works. Griffin's going to his zone, down by 7. McClutchy catch and shoot, air ball from the baseline in 12. From the other way, right to left. High handoff, Seabold. Now Washington under 2 to play. In the third quarter, Griffin's down by 7. Krim off the dribble, count it. Krim cans the jumper from the top of the key. It's a 5-point game. Griffin staying in his zone. 16 to shoot. Near corner 3, Guerra. Too short, tipped out of bounds, and it's off of Tomlinson last. Will go to the Griffins. .124 to play. In the third quarter, 5-point game. Griffins have trailed throughout. They tied it very, very briefly in the second quarter. Hewlett left lane drive. High off glass, no good with the left. And a foul underneath on the rebound. That'll go on Leah Miller. Third on Miller. And the third team foul. Here's Merritt walking it up court. Senior guard, one of the 3 captains on this team. Started the last 4, make it 5 in a row. Since she got the call on this one too, as her role has grown, about 7.5 points per game in that time. Guerra swooping in, and she was fouled, but she drove diagonally from the wing. Fourth on Miller, so she'll have to take a seat. A bit of a frustrating day for Leah Miller. 5 points, 6 boards, 2 of 7 from the field. And now the Griffins got to figure at least the next 5 or 6 minutes. Will be forced to play small. With Miller, their only 6-footer, in foul trouble. Guerra no good on the first. Rena Guerra, a bit of a frustrating season so far. 13.7 points per game last year. This year, she's only a little over 9 on some fairly ugly shooting numbers. About 30%, a little bit under 30% from the field, 23% from deep. In the backcourt, Hewlett traveled again. Dominican going to the trap. And again, it works. Even if Hewlett was able to recover that ball, Griffins only had 2 seconds to get it across. And it almost certainly would have ended up being a violation. Milan back in. Hewlett will sit. 6-point game, 40.2. On the clock, Griffins trail. In the third quarter. On the elbow, Tomlinson crosses over, hangs, got it to go. Tomlinson, good hops, and she elevated over Lane and makes it an 8-point game. Here's Milan. Has a Lane breaking up ahead, but elects to pull it back out and leave for Krim. Krim from 12 in the baseline, soft touch. That time Dominican got very aggressive, and it was almost a 2-on-0. And results in a Krim bucket, 6-point game. Shot clock turned off, 7 on the game clock. Asibi Bonsu on the wing, zigs back the other way. Left lane, pass tipped. 1 on the clock, gotta force it. And didn't get it up in time. The shot was nowhere near the rim anyway. It was partially muffed. So at the end of 3, it's a 6-point game, 40-34. See if the Griffins can snap their losing streak. Take a break and be back with the start of the 4th in just a moment.
Celebrating 90 years of tradition and risk, Chestnut Hill College is a 4-year co-ed Catholic college. Chestnut Hill College offers over 36 majors of study, 20 Division II athletic teams, and an ever-growing study abroad program. With a student-to-faculty ratio of 11-to-1, a career development office dedicated to finding our students internships and employment, and numerous combined bachelor's and master's degree programs, why wouldn't you want to learn more? To schedule a personal visit or to register for one of our open houses, go to chc.edu/visit.
Stat monitor was wrong. You got an extra 3. It was Prim, right? I thought. I saw like she had 11 all. 40-34. Dominican on top. As we begin the fourth, Dominican in the black. Chestnut Hill in the gold. If you're following along at home on the stat monitor, it is wrong. They do have an extra 3 in there for Lauren Krim. Guerra, runner in the lane, off right. And a foul on the rebound. Looks like it'll go on the Griffins. It'll be on Milan, her first. 20 to shoot for Dominican. So that is officially wrong. So Krim, they have her down as 15 points. She actually has 12. And the Griffins down 40-34, not 40-37. So if you're following on the stat monitor, that is a little bit off, but they can't change it once it's already in. Harold no good from the elbow. Washington in a rush right to left the other way, and a foul. And up, they'll call travel instead. Beg your pardon, it was partially screened on the play. Washington turns it over. 40-34, 9:21 to play in the fourth, and Washington will get a break. Here's Harrell on the elbow, fakes the handoff, drives right down the lane, high off glass, no good. Lane, the board, and was bumped down face first. It's on Harrell, that's her fourth. Harrell, frustrating game, hasn't scored, 3 boards and 4 fouls. Looks like Tomlinson, who has a game-high 13 and 8 boards, will check in at the next whistle for Dominican. Here's Spratt, picks it up on the elbow, swing it back around the perimeter. Milan, top of the arc with the right hand, hops to her right, back the other way, leaves for Lane. She has to retrieve at the midcourt stripe. Doubled, 8 on the clock. It squirts to Krim. Krim between the rings, 4 on the clock. Spinning her way in with the left. Got it to go off glass. Krim has 14 and turned what looked like it would be a bad situation into a good one. Harrell can finish right in front of the cup. Rebound to Milan. Richardson cut it to a 1-possession game. Milan right down the lane. Lays it home. 2-point game and a timeout taken by Bill Diener, the closest the Griffins have been since they tied it at 21. About midway through the second quarter, and Dominican wants time, 40-38, 8:21 to play in the fourth.
Need a pick-me-up? McCaffrey Lounge, located on the main floor of Fournier Hall, is our newly redesigned cafe on campus. Here you can enjoy your favorite caffeinated beverage or a baked good fireside and relax in a comfortable lounge chair. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the game, Chestnut Hill College invites you to the official restaurant of Griffin Nation. Just take a short trip down Germantown Pike for plenty of good food, drink, and fun at Brinningham's Pub in Lafayette Hill.
Dominican ball out of the timeout. Left to right they come. 40-38. 8:14 to play in the fourth. Dominican on top. Suarez step back three. No good on the line. Drive. Rebound to Krim. Griffins can tie or take the lead here. This game has only been tied briefly once. Seabold holds. Screens it up to her right. Doesn't use it. Drives diagonally left instead. Tipped and stolen by Harrell. Harrell up ahead. Latimer fouled right of the hoop. Fouls on Spratt. Her second as she got back defensively, and Latimer will head to the line. Latimer, that was her first miss from the free throw line this season. Had been 10 for 10. One more to come. Splits that pair, and it's back to a three-point game, 41-38, and Dominican going to the trap. It's bothered the Griffins. Here is Krim, 4 to get it across, get past Seabold, and she'll do so with about 2 seconds to spare. Milan driving right baseline, and she was hammered by Harrell as she went for the reverse with the left hand, and Harrell is done. She's fouled out. Hewlett and Tomlinson into the game. Lane takes a seat. Tomlinson a team-high 13-8 as she's closing in on what would be her second double-double. Went for 16 and 10 in a loss to Bloomfield. Long good at the first. One more to come. Krim has a game-high 14. Long good on a pair, and it's a one-point game, 41-40, 7:30 to play. Both teams looking to snap. 5-game losing streaks end. An offensive foul. Milan drew it. They'll call it on Latimer. Thought they might have called it on Suarez, but they'll call the illegal screen on Latimer. And the Griffins can take what would be their first lead of the game. Here's Seabold on the wing. For Spratt, top of the arc, picks up her dribble, leaves for Seabold. Dominican back in his zone, looks like here. Lobs it near corner, Spratt, 10 to shoot. Hewlett, bold pass outside, top of the arc, Milan, right lane drive, rejected by Tomlinson. Latimer the board, up ahead, that's Guerra knifing in, flips it up and got it to go with the right. Tough finish by Guerra with the right hand, left of the hoop. 43-40. Spratt around a high screen and an illegal screen on Hewlett. So the two teams exchanging offensive fouls. First on Hewlett. 6:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Griffins trail 43-40. Here's Suarez, double screen set up to her right, uses it. Pick and pop Latimer, back from Merritt, and a foul on the entry pass to Tomlinson. That'll be on Hewlett. Fourth team foul already on the Griffins. That's something to watch as we go down the stretch. Merritt curling around the screen, feeds. Suarez at the elbow, handoff Guerra, will reset. 10 on the clock, Tomlinson hangs in the lane and got it to go. Tomlinson again, high elevation. And she goes up for the shot in the lane. And she's just able to shoot over everybody, makes it a 5-point game. Krim, shot fake, drives baseline, kicks back out. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Spratt near corner three, off to the left. High rebound to Guerra and Dominican. Latimer, her bounce pass inside was kicked by Seabold. It'll stay with the Chargers. Griffins 23 turnovers in this game. Dominican had 10 in the first quarter, only 2 since. And that's really the difference in the game, the turnovers, is Dominican shooting under 30%, still on top. Tomlinson calling for it. Doubled. Swing it back around. Merritt open. Far corner 3. Too short. Front rim and out. Rebound Milan. Milan trapped in the backcourt by Latimer. And is able to dribble out of it right to left. Lost the handle. Lost it off her foot. Merritt the steal. Merritt 4-on-1 the other way. Middle of the floor. Merritt no look inside. Suarez fouled. Seaball tracked all the way back defensively. And she gets whistled for the foul. Nice hustle by her, though. Thought at first she might have gone all ball. Milan will sit. Suarez hits the first, and with that ties a career high with 10 points. Hadn't scored since the opening half, though. Perfect on that trip and a new career high for the freshman. Alexis Suarez. 7-point game. Hewlett in traffic in the backcourt, taken away by Guerra, and then Guerra fouled by Hewlett. So the trap of Dominican continues to bother the Griffins. They haven't really had an answer for it. That's turnover number 24. Third on Hewlett. Sixth on the Griffins, so that will send Guerra to the line for 2. 47-40. Miller in with the 4 fouls. Guerra at the line for 2. Griffins tied it up at one point. At 21. As Guerra makes it a 9-point game. But they have never led in this game. Got it to 1 moments ago. At 41-40. Since then, it's an 8-0 run for Dominican. Krim catch and shoot. In and out. But it's off of Tomlinson last as Miller's activity forced it out. Griffins get an extra possession here. Spratt to inbound. Open Krim up top. Too short. Rebound. To Latimer and Dominican. The Griffins needed that badly. Down by 9. Now under 5 to play in the fourth, and a foul on the floor, and that will send Tomlinson to the line. That'll be on Miller, it looks like. It is. So Miller is fouled out, and on top of that, that will send Latimer to the line. I beg your pardon, Tomlinson to the line, where she can make it a 10-point game. Miller sits. Frustrating day for her. She fouls out with 5 points, 6 boards on 2 of 7 from the field. Tomlinson 3 for 4 from the charity stripe today. She has 15 points. Runs out the first, though. Splits that pair, and it's a 10-point game, tied for the largest lead of the day for Dominican. Now past the midway point of the fourth, Milan fouled on the pass into traffic. It'll be on Suarez. That was a bit of a dangerous pass, but Suarez will say that she reached in. You know, because of that, Dominican will be forced to back off and not set up the trap, which helps the Griffins a lot. Lane, long 2 straight on, puts it down. Lane, her first point. Spratt, the steal in the backcourt. Latimer roughed the shot. Jim Connolly calling for a foul. Milan goes for the steal. She's able to grab it again. Near corner, it's Milan. Hits a cutting lane from 6. Rims out left. Guerra fouled on the loose ball. Jim Connolly irate at the officials. And on top of that, that will send Guerra back to the line for 2 as the Griffins are over the limit. He wanted a foul on the initial shot by Spratt. Spratt, a great heads-up play to steal the inbound. Latimer, they called a clean block on the shot. Then some more contact as Milan stole it back after the missed shot. And then on the final miss, you end up with a foul on the loose ball rebound. It's Suarez at the line. 1 more to come. She hit the first, second good as well. Suarez a career high 13 points as she makes it a 10-point game. Side-to-side ball movement as the Griffins beat the trap. Now Krim is trapped in the front court, 40 feet away, near side, and they'll call the foul on Merritt. That'll send Krim to the line now.
In the game for Dominican, number 10,
Sibi Bonsu back in. Suarez will sit. Krim at the line for 2 is now Dominican is over the limit as well. One more to come. Krim hits that 2, 8-point game, 52-44. 4:16 to play. Here's Merritt, lobs it up ahead for Tomlinson, who wasn't expecting it. Down low, Guerra was open momentarily, cut off by Spratt, dribbles back out. And Latimer will reset. Latimer fakes the handoff down the lane. Euro step, rejected inside, got her own miss. Shot clock doesn't reset. Guerra with the right hand down the lane, a floater off glass, no good. Tipped back out, and again Latimer has it. Latimer got her own miss, and then she got Guerra's miss too. Precious seconds coming off the clock for the Griffins here from the elbow. Tomlinson too strong. Offensive board, Guerra, and a foul. Multiple extra chances by Dominican. Now Guerra will go to the line for 2, and she can make it a 10-point game again. Also took about 45 seconds, perhaps a little bit more off the clock on that possession. Guerra hits the first, one more to come. 9-point game. Make it 10 as Guerra is good on a pair. Give Guerra 12. 10-point game, 3:34 to play. Griffins in a big hole here, trying to dig out of it and snap the 5-game losing streak. Top of the arc, it's Krim with the right hand, and she was fouled by Sibi Bonsu. That'll send Krim back to the line.
Lauren Krim at the line. She'll shoot twice.
Krim made a pair moments ago, and there's one more to come here. Give Krim 17, make it 18. A game high, and one of her best outings in quite some time. Merritt, far side, will wait for the rest of her team to get up court and be in no particular rush with her team up by 8. 3:14 to play. Guerra into the corner, Merritt with the left hand, passes up the 3, runs across the lane, finds an open Guerra, far side 3, too short. Rebound to Spratt. If Guerra hit that, that might have just about iced it. Spratt the other way, the trailer Seabold, jacks a 3, too short. Front rim and out, rebound to Latimer, who waves off Merritt and will trot it up court herself. Guerra with Spratt on her, left wing with the right hand, hesitates. Right lane drive, slipped, fell down, but a foul. And Guerra's down. Looks like she hit a wet spot. The foul is on Seabold. That'll send Guerra back to the line. Guerra now up and okay. Guerra 5 of 6 from the line. It's Dominican thus far doing the job at the charity stripe. Now 17 of 23 as they try to close out this game. They've only shot a little under 28% from the field, but won the turnover battle and hit their free throws, and that might be enough. Guerra hits a pair again, 56-46, and the Griffins the last few minutes have not been able to get it closer than 8. Lane calling for it down low. Instead, it's Seabold. Top of the arc. 16 on the clock. Griffins have to play fast here. Seabold, handoff, Krim, still on the perimeter. Right lane, trying to turn the corner. Got it to go, and one more to come.
Personal fouls on Ashley Merritt, her third. Krim's at the line, she'll shoot once.
So Krim managed to make something out of nothing, and she converts the three-point play. It's a 7-point game, 56-49, 2:19 to play. Here's Merritt with Prim watching her tightly. Prim, big game today. She now has 21. Guerra, ball in her hands. Seabold on her. Far corner is Sibi Bonsu with the right hand. Forced back to the perimeter, and a hand check foul on Spratt. Jim Connolly can't believe it. Definitely been a tightly called, for better or worse, fourth quarter by the officials on both sides. Sibi Bonsu to the line for 2. It's the first. Sibi Bonsu sub 50% from the charity stripe this season, but made the first one rather easily. 8-point game. So good on the second. 57-49, now under 2 to play. Griffins have to hurry. Here's Prim right to left, calling for a screen. Has it in the form of lane for Seabold. Right baseline drive, and Seabold lays it up and in. 6-point game. Sibi Bonsu carried it. Wow. Oof. You don't see it often, but it did look like it was the right call. Cradled the hand underneath it, so that's a big, big turnover on Dominican and a Sibi Bonsu. Prim catch and shoot. Too short from the far side. Rebound to Sibi Bonsu. She'll leave for Merritt, who trots it up court. Griffin's trying to come with the trap. Merritt finds Latimer. Wide open Guerra. Right wing 3. Too strong. Long rebound. Karams around, and Tomlinson has it. Several rebounds of late. Griffins have not been able to secure, and that'll be another thing if they can't come back, as Tomlinson loses the handle out of bounds. So that time, the offensive board by Dominican does not come back to hurt the Griffins. They're down by 6, 1:06 to play. Seabold around a high screen, trying to turn the corner. High off glass, no good, right of the hoop. Rebound, Guerra. Under a minute to play. Guerra trotting it up court near side, and she was fouled. Called on Spratt. And I will send Guerra again to the line, where she has been very, very good, 7 of 8. Washington into the game. Spratt has fouled out. 3 players have fouled out in this game. Guerra calmly good on the first, 7-point game. I have to give Dominican credit. Hasn't necessarily been a clean game, and Dominican hasn't shot well, but they have for the most part, as Jim Connolly takes a timeout after Guerra splits that pair. That'll advance the ball into the front court. But Dominican has very much taken care of business at the free throw line. They're 20 of 28. It's a ton of free throws, obviously, and a lot of clutch ones down the stretch. And this is a different game if they struggle a bit from the line, but 20 of 28, they have taken care of business. The Griffins lights out from the stripe, 13 of 15, but they've shot less of them, and really the big thing is the turnovers, 26-16. Not easy to win a game when you turn it over 26 times. And the offensive boards, Dominican 14 to just 9 for the Griffins. So it's been a couple extra possessions for Dominican, has gotten them this lead, as Dominican's only shot 27% from the field, but despite that, they're in position to win. Griffins will have to go the length of the court. 54.2 on the game clock. Here's Seabold. Chestnut Hill has to play fast. Seabold underneath. The pass tipped out of bounds by Latimer, and it will stay with the Griffins. 47.5 on the clock. 7-point game. Both teams trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Griffins have never led. It was tied once. Prim, floater in the lane, too strong, gets her own miss. On the block, got to go back up with it, and she was fouled. Foul is on Tomlinson. Krim has now 19. It's a pair there, 5-point game. Latimer chucks it up court to Sibi Bonsu. Nice catch in the front court, and the Sibi Bonsu was fouled by Washington. Dangerous pass, but a Sibi Bonsu. Maybe the Eagles should sign her. Made the catch all the way up court, and she'll go to the line. But sub 50% from the line is a Sibi Bonsu. It's the first one, though. Gets to a 6-point game. The next one is the big one, though, because that would make it a 3-possession game. Timeout taken as Sibi Bonsu hits both. 7-point game, 60-53. They're at 8.6. Playing the game. So the Griffins down by 7 here. And probably at a point where, after a quick bucket of some sort or the other, they need to resort to fouling to have a chance to come back. Not enough of a differential between shot clock and game clock to do it otherwise, but Dominican, again, they have taken care of business from the stripe, 22 of 30. Gares 8 of 10, Tomlinson 4 of 6, Suarez 4 for 4, Sibi Bonsu 3 of 4, and Tomlinson and Suarez, where Tomlinson and Sibi Bonsu make it combined 7 of 10. Those are two players that are typically sub 50%, but today they've done their job. Griffins will inbound from the front court. Krim to do the honors. In for Seabold, 36.2 on a running clock. Seabold cut off down low, kicks for Krim, looking for the 3, weaves her way in, and she traveled. Tried to get rid of the ball when she felt she was about to take an extra step, but couldn't do it in time. And now the Griffins in trouble, down by 7. They'll have to foul. In for Guerra. And she is hacked by Milan, and Guerra can go to the line where she could effectively ice it. Guerra 15 points on 8 of 10 from the free throw line. It's her best outing since she had 24 versus the University of District of Columbia to open the season. Get for 16 now. Tied for the team high with Tomlinson. It's a pair, 9-point game, and Jim Connolly wants time. His team down by 9. And time running thin. So next up for the Griffins, they'll be at Towson on Wednesday, and that'll be their last non-conference game of the season. Then it's all conference from there on out at Felicia next Saturday, and then back home against Wilmington next Wednesday. And pretty much all those big games from here on out. The Griffins on the verge of falling to 2-3 in conference play after starting off 2-0, and on the verge of dropping their 6th in a row. Team that in the early going looked like they might surprise some. They were picked to finish 6th in the CACC South. Extremely young squad, no seniors, only 2 juniors. The Dominican, on the other hand, they're on the verge of snapping their own 5-game losing streak. A team that, partially because of injury, has underachieved so far. Krim to inbound, near side. So does Seabold. Shot clock turned off. Seabold will lay it home on the diagonal drive. At this point, Dominican pretty much conceding that. Sibi Bonsu is fouled. 7-point game. Still a 3-possession game, 62-55. Sibi Bonsu. Rattles out the first. Now 3 of 5 from the line today. Splits that pair. It's an 8-point game. 20.7 on the clock. Griffins out of timeouts. Seabold weaving up court. Right lane drive. High off glass. Got it to go. 6-point game. Tomlinson looking in for Sibi Bonsu, and she's fouled immediately. 6-point game. 13.1 on the clock. If a Sibi Bonsu splits this pair, that's basically it. Because that would make it a 3-possession game again. 13.1 on the clock, and no timeouts too, just not enough time realistically. Rattles out the first, that leaves the door open. Second good. 7-point game, 13.1 on the clock. Dominican on the verge of snapping their losing streak. Krim no good, and then Tomlinson fouled on the rebound. Tomlinson give her a double-double, 16 and 10. Her second double-double of the season. This one pretty much over. 7-point game, 4.8 on the clock. The Griffins tied it at 1 point, but never led. They actually trailed before the game began because of a technical free throw. It's Dominican. Virtually a wire-to-wire win in this one. Tomlinson hits a pair, give her 18 and 10. 1 on the clock. Seabold, a runner at the buzzer, is off, and that'll do it. Dominican comes out on top by a final score of 66-57. Griffins dropped their 6th in a row. Dominican, conversely, they snapped their own 5-game losing streak to improve to 5-9, 3-2 in conference, and actually win their first road game. They had been 0-5 on the road, now improving to 1-5. The Griffins, conversely, fall to 2-3 in conference, 3-11 overall. Next they'll be on the road at Towson, and then all conference games from there on out. Lauren Krim ends up with a game-high 23 on 7 of 15 from the field, 7 of 7 from the charity stripe. Seabold, the only other Griffin in double figures, goes for 10 and 5. Milan 6 and 6. Miller 5 and 6 fouled out. Tomlinson goes for a double-double, 18 and 10 to lead Dominican. Guerra 17 points on 10 of 12 from the free throw line. A couple big ones down the stretch. And Suarez, a career-high 13 on 3 of 5 from deep. So we'll have game 2 of the doubleheader coming up in, got 21:30 on the clock now. So in about 22 minutes, somewhere around there, as the Dominican men and Chestnut Hill men go in the doubleheader. Dominican, a team that has been nationally ranked, the men, at points this season against the new-look Griffin squad. Should be a good one. Hope you'll be with us for that. We'll be back with game 2 of our doubleheader in about 20 minutes.